There's a new cycling revolution coming to the streets of our cities. As Australia's roads become more and more clogged with cars and parking prices head sky high, many commuters are opting to ditch 4 wheels in favour of 2. Like Carl Taller, determined to regain control of his weight, Carl bought himself an electric bike and now commutes 30 kilometres a day. It was a life-changing decision.
I've actually lost something like 35 kilos. I was 170 kilos when I first started.
His bike looks like an off-the-rack model, but hidden in the rear hub is Carl's secret weapon, a 250-watt battery-powered motor that gives him an extra kick uphill. One overnight charge provides 70 kilometres of pedalling help, all for around 40 cents a week. But electric bikes are still a hefty outlay. Trevor Ricks sells state-of-the-art e-bikes from his inner Canberra store. His ride sells for around $6,500, or the cost of a trendy Italian scooter. So why would people opt for a high-end electric bike instead?
You can ride an electric bike anywhere you can ride on a normal bike. They're not classified under any different regulations than your average push bike. So you can ride on bike paths, footpaths, as long as you're not within 10 metres of a shop front, and roads.
Significantly, riders don't need a licence, nor do the bikes need to be registered.
It's almost the ideal form of propulsion. Cheap, quiet, non-polluting.
Since the electric bike was developed in the 1970s, much has changed to make them lighter, cheaper and much more powerful, like the Stealth Bomber. Designed for serious mountain bikers and BMX riders, it can reach speeds of up to 80 kilometres an hour. And for some, the temptation to test out that horsepower on road is too strong.
You're a cyclist doing 80.
And despite rules governing the sale of powerful electric bikes, there's little the law can do about stopping them being ridden like this on our streets. Or about cyclists designing their own Frankenstein creations from imported components.
An online kit, for instance, coming from the US, which can be up to 1,000 watts quite easily, and those things can be attached to pretty much any bike. So you have a reasonably low quality bike with poor brakes and poor handling capability with a 1,000-watt engine on it. It couldn't be a recipe for disaster.
The ACT has already banned diesel-powered bikes, but some of the newer electric models are just as quick and rapidly leaving lawmakers behind.
The technology is constantly evolving, as it is in many other spaces, and government across the board, I think, is at times having to play a bit of catch-up on technology, and that is a challenge for us.
All Australian states have adopted a European standard, limiting bikes to 250 watts. For most riders, that's enough help to flatten out the hills on their daily commute. And if overseas examples are anything to go by, we'll see many more electric bikes in coming years, competing for increasingly valuable road real estate.